Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. Janet and I have been filming here at Steinway and Sons of Madison, and we're really excited to be here because this is kind of a unique location for us. And we're going to speak with Ben Garber, who is the local owner of Steinway and Sons in Madison. Thank you so much for having us today.
No problem, my pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about pianos. Good topic, right? Apropos. How can Steinway and Sons of Madison help people find their perfect piano?
Well, we try to do things a little differently here. If you come and talk to us, we're going to sit down, listen to what is most important to our customers and help them find the piano of their desires, hopefully. We have a vast selection of instruments in really every price range. So our goal is really help educate customers and match them with what they're looking for or what fits their needs.
Right, and I think it's important for people to know that even though we're filming in front of this grand piano, that you don't necessarily have to get a grand piano because that may not fit your needs or your space.
That's right.
So you have options for those folks too.
Yep, many different options, and very many people don't have space for a grand piano and want an upright or a digital.
Yes, absolutely.
What do you think people find most overwhelming when they're shopping for a piano, Ben?
Yeah, that's a good one. Pianos are funny because a lot of people don't understand what they're seeing inside. A lot of them look the same on the outside. So I would say that a lot of our customers don't know the difference between one piano and another. If they've done a lot of research on the internet, they may actually be confused because it's funny that there's not a lot of good information out there about pianos. The other thing that's really hard for customers is getting their head around what a piano costs. Due to industry restrictions, you will find that you can't get a price for a piano new anywhere, any manufacturer. They're just not published. So we're not allowed to publish them. So anyways, the only prices you're going to see are probably older used pianos, and then people just don't get a feeling for what's out there in the market.
Right. Boy, that does make it tough. And then I think when people think of Steinway, it's sort of like the Rolex of pianos maybe, and they don't even think it's something they could consider.
We have a lot of paths to ownership and lots of different levels of quality, even in the Steinway family. So anyone could afford it, and we could make it easy for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were talking a little bit before the show started today about how there's sort of an assumption because there's the Steinway logo on the outside of the store that this is some sort of corporate or Steinway factory, as you had mentioned, but it's not. I mean, it's totally locally owned. You just happen to sell a number of Steinways and some other brands as well.
Other brands, yeah.
But what is unique about your store and your ability to help people find the right piano? Because anybody can get a piano here.
Yeah, well, for one, I have a long background in pianos. I got degrees in piano performance and piano technology. So I myself like to help people directly because I can come at pianos from a lot of different angles. What would be best for your kids in lessons? How can we make it perform the way you want? So I do a lot of customization. So that one thing is going to be a big help for somebody who's looking for personalized attention. We do have a really wide selection, and we try to keep the quality high on everything. So high quality used pianos at a great starting point, and then all the way up to like concert pianos for places that are like schools and universities.
Sure.
We should give a shout out. Not only are you the owner of the store, but you obviously play. So you're a performer, you're a technician, you teach. He kind of does it all.
I mean, I do, but
that's so helpful. But that's so helpful. I think just you have a really great understanding, and that does help. I think when you're dealing with your customers. What do you think people should consider? You mentioned that there's a lot to know, and yet people don't see a difference between one piano and the other.
Yeah. So the obvious ones that most people are going to start off with is sort of budget, look in your home, what style of piano is best for you. So that's important to consider. Also, I like to consider how long will the piano stay the way it is when you see it, sort of a longevity question.
Do you mean the condition?
So yeah, so really well-made pianos that will sound as good as they do the day you see them for the next 10 or 20 years. Some less high-quality pianos, they'll kind of deteriorate rapidly, and then that leads into sort of resale value too. What is it worth in the back end?
Does that have to do with how it's, I guess, kept in the home? Moisture?
Not exactly, although if you put any piano in a very extreme environment, it'll take its toll. But it really has more to do with the quality of the materials and construction in the piano.
Okay, interesting.
And, obviously you guys want to help anybody who wants to own a piano here in the Madison area to own the piano of their dreams and not think that it's out of reach for them. So how is it that Steinway and Sons of Madison makes it easy for people around here to own the piano of their dreams?
Yeah, we have a lot of different options people may not know about. We can do rentals, rent to own. We obviously have financing and same as cash types of options. And we try to keep the prices as low as we can on really the highest quality instruments in the business. We also take care of everything a lot of people come in and say, well, how am I going to get this home? You know, we'll move it in your home, we'll make sure you're happy with it, and we come and do after sales service and make sure everyone loves their piano.
Awesome.
Let's help a first-time buyer. So let's imagine you have your first-time buyer coming in, and what do you have that would be suitable, affordable, appropriate for a first-time person?
You know, many people, when they're first-time buyers, they come in asking for an upright piano. So, for example, a lot of people don't know the brand Essex. It's actually a Steinway brand.
That's actually behind us.
Yep, right behind us.
Right now.
And it's designed by Steinway, and it's a really high-quality piano, but in a very affordable price range. So, an upright piano like the Essex 116 is kind of a great piano for anybody who's looking for high-quality but affordable price range.
That makes me think of Lexus and Toyota,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, oh yeah, and we also have a trade-up guarantee. So if you buy an entry-level piano and then you find you want something better down the road, you get everything you paid towards that trade-in.
That's actually really reassuring,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. Now, we have just about a minute and a half left, but I want to make sure that we touch on this because we have a lot of families, obviously, that watch this program. I think the fear for parents is that if they sign up their kids for piano lessons and they buy a piano and then the kids don't like lessons, they're stuck with this piano. So what can you say about that?
Yeah, a friend of mine called that the 500-pound paperweight problem, right? You know, it has a lot to do with the quality of the instrument that kids are playing on. So that helps inspire kids to stay with lessons, for one. I mean, if they're hearing something that sounds really tinny, they're probably not going to be so excited about practicing. And they can't express it very well either, that they don't like the piano. They just say, I don't like lessons, right?
Yeah.
Also, teacher has a lot to do with it. I am a piano teacher. My students never quit. So you should try to interview with teachers and find somebody who's going to really keep you going for the long haul. And then it's not a problem.
Yeah.
That might be a great topic for another time.
Yeah, we should definitely talk about that. Well, hey, great first interview.
Nice to meet you.
This is Ben Garber, who is the owner of Steinway and Sons of Madison, Steinway and Sons of Madison, the store here over on the corner of Grand Canyon Drive and Mineral Point Road. And this has been Wisconsin Family. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.